As the search continues on how and why the cell phone can be dangerous, a new study just came up to say, in fact, that the cell phone could be dangerous.
Yes, as strange as it sounds, it is also the truth. One may probably not believe it, but it has been discovered that the cell phone can be harmful to a very great extent, with the usual suspicion of emitting electromagnetic radiation, EMR. According to recent studies, cell phones harbor thriving colonies of bacteria and viruses. The average handset carries 18 times more potentially harmful germs than a flush handle in a toilet.
Well, mobile phones have been very, very good in terms of communication. It saves a lot of time. But as far as this particular issue is concerned, they have, without any solid validation as to the extent of which toxic chemicals have been affecting people using mobile phones. So I cannot attest to the fact that it does exist or that it does not exist based on the recent information I have from the United States.
So, you said based on the information you have from the United States,
yes,
that mobile phone actually contains this. From your own perspective, since it is like this, what do you feel you can advise Nigerians to do if eventually it happens in order to save themselves from the hazard this poses to them?
Research by scholar Mike Elgan states that cell phones are dirtier than a toilet, yet they constantly come in contact with both hands and mouth. When they are not, they tend to be tucked away in pockets, a nice warm environment that promotes the growth of microorganisms. According to Elgan, people see toilet flushes as being something dirty to touch, but they have fewer germs than phones. The box can end up on your hands, which are breeding ground, and be passed back to your phones. They can be transferred back and forth, and eventually one could catch something nasty. If such could be found in climes considered to be obsessed with hygiene, then what could be found on some cell phones here, if they are tested, would be better imagined than seen. This is considering that many handsets are used for commercial calls and are passed from one bacteria-ridden hand to another by the minute.
Sometimes it's dangerous, it's true, because last month I watched it on CNN concerning GSM phone. Too much of it is dangerous to our health, as in the cell containing it is dangerous to the head. So, what I would like to tell people is, like for instance, some people used to have like 4 phones at all times. They will be receiving calls every minute. It's very dangerous. You understand? Too much of it is dangerous to the hair.
What I would just say, really, people should maybe use like a pouch. People put their phone inside the pouch so that it will have a contact with their skin. So with that, I think it will, because you can't say because it causes cancer, it causes this, you have a poisonous sometimes you won't be using phone. Just make sure that it doesn't have contact with your body. Even if you are answering call, don't put it straight phone. I mean, let it don't have contact with your body. With that, you will be able to prevent the infection on your body.
Reports have it that electronic waste such as TV sets, computers, and cell phones contain highly toxic heavy metals and chemicals. The circuit boards, batteries, and casing of these products contain lead, cadmium, mercury, brominate flame retardants, BFRs, and polyvinyl chloride. The danger lies in the absence of cell phones recycling and improper disposal while deposited in our landfills and exposed to the elements. E-waste could potentially leach these dangerous chemicals into the surrounding soil and into our underground water systems.
Personally, I didn't believe it before, but at times if I make calls, personally, I feel a kind of sharp pains, in my ears. Then somebody now told me then that the kind of radiation coming out from the mobile then coupled with the fact that people have been saying it generally. So I also want to believe that it might be true.
Recently, I myself personally, when answer phone too much, this GSM mobile phone, answer too much, you start feeling some rays. Your ears have become so hot. Well, some people do have eardrum symptoms. Sometimes they will go to hospital, not knowing that it causes problems to their ears. And recent research shows that these rays that come from this use of this GSM causes cancer, ear cancer, brain tumor. That was sometimes the white men would ask us that if you want to answer phone, you have to take the phone afar or put in the loudspeakers so you can hear yourself very well. So please, I'm advising that the eradication of NITEL should be considered, because government should bring back NITEL, which was the former land phone that was used before. Because this land phone limits this stress of rays or other kind of everything. So by using land phone, you can talk to somebody, stay like 1 hour without even feeling anything, hotness in your ear. So this GSM and recent technology that is coming out have their disadvantage. You see someone putting Bluetooth in his ear, keeping his phone in the car, not knowing that it is through rays connection that answer the phone, listen to the music. People should be learned enough. Nigeria should be advised that, or should be enlightened about this hazard of this phone new technology that is now. So
these chemicals and metals are known to be very dangerous to our heart and environment, and researchers have declared that the lead is a poisonous metal that can damage nervous connections, especially in young children, and cause blood and brain disorders. Long-term exposure to lead or its salts can cause nephropathy and colic-like abdominal pains. It is known that each cell phone contains only minute amount of lead compared to a TV set or a computer monitor. Mercury found in the batteries of our cell phones is another poisonous substance. It is a cumulative metal poison. Mercury exposure can damage the central nervous system and other organs, such as the liver or gastrointestinal tract. Symptoms typically including sensory impairments, such as vision, hearing, and speech, as well as disturbed sensation and lack of coordination. Brominate flame retardants, BFRs, and polyvinyl chloride, PVC, used in cell phone casing have come under fire in recent years because these chemicals have been found to leach highly toxic and/or carcinogenic chemicals under certain conditions. So, the likelihood of these dangerous and deadly chemicals seeping into our water systems is just so high and very dangerous. By not doing cell phone recycling or by dumping cell phones and other electronic waste in our landfills, we are practically poisoning ourselves.